I will bless the Lord at all times, and his praise shall continually be in my mouth. God bless everybody. Good morning. Hope y'all are doing well as I give God all the honor, the glory, and all the praise. Another blessed day that the Lord has made, and I'm just rejoicing and being so glad in it. Man, it is cold down here, and y'all see what I got on. I got this big old, man, I got to go get in this freezer. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all know who I'm talking to in this video. I'm going to the food bank. If you want to come on, give me a holler because I might be passing your way. You can jump on in the truck with me. We finna get off in that freezer and do some serious helping in there. But I just want to say that off top. And I want to talk about the CD for a moment once again because certain things I didn't talk about in the last video because I knew it was going to be too long. And actually, my big brother Mitty Man, he hit it on the nail when he just did this other video. And I gotta just keep saying this again. I thank God for every last one of y'all, man. And I see the CD. It's done been already about 6 or 7 of them already sold, And like I say, my focus is, man, that this CD, can build our spirit up. And that's why I wanted to talk about it for a moment once again in this video because the title alone says giving it all back to God. Giving it all back to God. And God is the creator. God has blessed all of us. And that title just it touches me because when I think about the gift that God blessed me with, why not give it back to him? And it's just awesome, man. And that title, when I think about the first word, giving. A lot of people want to take, but they don't want to give. And when you think about God, a lot of people forget about God. A lot of people think they doing all this stuff themselves, and they so busy focusing on the blessings that they don't never give honor to the blesser. And God is the blesser. And to answer your other question, I'm trying to think of your screen name. Big Man 42. Big Man 42. Yes, you can go on Facebook also. And under my profile, as a matter of fact, if you're on Facebook, it'll really take you right to the link because I got the link right up under the video I did. Well, that's the little picture of the what is that thing called? Y'all excuse me, I'm just so excited this morning. The picture of the project, and it's got the Nimbit right up under there. But Big Man, you asked me a serious question. As a matter of fact, my girl Dee Dee did the same thing. Because she said out of all of those songs, which one is your favorite track? And I gotta say it's probably I Once Was Lost. And I want to talk about that song for a moment because I think I wrote that song about 10 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And I wrote it when I was lost. I was in the church searching for a lot, but I was lost on the inside of the church. And I'm gonna give you a news flash. Everybody on the inside of the church was lost. And that's why God gave me that song about 3 or 4 in the morning one night, and I got up and laid it down just like that. Because I was lost, and God showed me the way, and that's why that song is so personal to me. And then, like Lady D say, she loves the song Grace. Thank you for your grace, and that's my other one, man. And it's just I love all of them, but certain songs on there gonna hit me harder than others, man. I tell you, if y'all would know the late nights, the cry outs, the tears behind this project, and just pouring my heart out. And that's why I did track number 6. I think it was called Sending Up the Praises. But like Mitty Man say, it's a different type of CD, and that's what I had wanted it to be from the beginning, Mitty Man. And only thing I didn't put on there really also was a quartet song, which I do have already laid. But I thought about probably coming back later on, Mitty Man, and doing maybe me and you can do a quartet CD together, man, because I'm not like a lot of the other musicians. I love quartet music. I love all type of music. But like you say, it's got a little hip-hop in it, And I did that little hip-hop song, that one track where I'm rapping on the end because I thought about a lot of my brothers and sisters out here on these streets. And see, I'm going to be giving them CDs also. And I know that they can relate to that because certain songs is not going to hit some people. That's why I don't expect everybody to like every song on the CD because it might not hit you, but it might be one on there that's speaking to you. And the one that's not speaking to you might be speaking to the gangster. It might be speaking to the thug, the prostitute lady, the drunk man. Because believe it or not, in my neighborhood, I know a lot of people, and even to my buddies, they used to just get stone cold drunk, falling out, shooting up dope and smoking crack. They love to listen to these tracks. And that's why I do have it split like that. And then, like you say, it's got the urban feel. And then it's got instrumentals on there with no singing. And then you got a little bit of vocals here, a little bit of vocals there. And Mitty Man, I'm going to tell you something in this video. I don't know if you caught that when I said in the other video. I said that song that you love, number 10, track 10, Jumping for Joy, I thought about you when I did that. And you know what else I thought about, Mitty Man? I thought about David dancing, out his clothes. And that's why I said I got to put at least one. Now, that song there is pretty much new, because I didn't lay that long time ago like the rest of them. So, like I say, I know this video might be a little boring to some people, but I just want to just express, some things about the CD and just kind of, hit on some of these songs, because I can pretty much break down each song and tell you why I wrote it, like I wrote it because God has been so good to me, like track number 2 say. But the first track was I was saying that how we give him worship. We come into this house, to magnify his name and worship him. We give him the glory, the honor. And I want to come right behind that song and say, God has been so good to me. Then I thought about his grace and mercy, which led to track 3. See, it's all in my head. I'm sick of listening to the CD, man. You know why I'm tired of listening to it, because I've been listening to it for so long, and every night when I'm riding and driving, it's just in my MP3. When I go walk, I got it. But I have to do that. You know what I'm talking about as a producer. And that's why the third song, I believe, was Thank You for Your Grace. Because when I thought about God's grace and his mercy, which is so powerful, track 4 told you why I said that. Because in track 4, you'll notice the name of that song is I Just Can't Live Without You. And Sister Dee Dee, God bless you, I'm giving a shout out to her also. Sister Dee Dee asked me out of all those tracks, which one was my favorite. And the one that hit me the hardest is I Once Was Lost, track 5. And I wrote that song when I was lost. That song is about 10 years old now. And I was lost when I wrote that song. But then God was showing me also, he was giving me those lyrics. He was telling me, son, you don't have to stay lost. He said, you left me, but I ain't never left you. And I said, thank you, God, for showing me the way. Because I was in church, but the churches that I was in was lost also. Everybody was lost, looked like. And when you are lost, it's not a bad, that's a bad state to be in. So I once was lost, and then like my girl Lady D said, and thank you for your graces, it had me in tears. And like I say, track 4 is kind of new, because I wrote track 4 before I went into the hospital, which is I Can't Live Without You. And what I was saying in that, as I was narrating, when I said, how many of y'all have ever been in the hospital, and you couldn't breathe, you was almost dead, and I guess I was speaking to my own self, because next thing I know, I'm in the hospital. And my mom was like, wow. She said, how in the world could you write a song like that, and then the same thing happened to you? But what I love about it is that they couldn't figure out, what's going on with me in my body and what happened and what caused this, and we don't know how to treat them. And I just gave God the glory, because that was good to me. When you can't figure out what's wrong with me, that's a good sign to me, because that really let me know God got his hand on it. And while you trying to figure it out, God has already worked it out. That's why I just made that title, I Just Can't Live Without You. And that's why I say after I Once Was Lost, then track number 6, I was talking about sending up praises, because the praises do go up and the blessings come down. But the sad thing is, most people want the blessings to come down, but they don't want to send no praises up. So it's just, man, this CD is really, really so near deep to my heart. And that's why that other song you like, Brother Bone, number 7, it says, yes, I feel like I'm in heaven, because a lot of times, a lot of people don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. And when I'm in my room, sometimes I'm just playing and worshiping God, and I say, I just feel like I'm in heaven. And I've never been to heaven. You know, not that I can remember. I know some people be talking about they went to heaven and came back. Well, if I went to heaven, I sure don't want to come back to this mess that we living in. And that's why I call that track Feel Like I'm in Heaven. And then Sister Maria loves the track number 8 because I talked about, well, there wasn't a lot of talking in that video. It was just a simple song called When the Rain Falls. Because I don't know if y'all feel God sometime like I do, but rain is music to me. And sometimes the best music to me is when I'm just listening at the rain hitting the window pane, the rain hitting the top of the house, and I heard rhythm in that. So when I did that, Sister Maria, that was a time at night where I really was just me and God. We was in the zone, man. And then number 9 is my little brother on the lead guitar, and that song. Now that song hits me hard too. And my brother Rich at my church, Richard Talbot, big shout out to you. He loved track number 9, Just Say Yes. And it's not a whole lot of singing in that. And that's all the background is saying is just yes. And then finally track number 10, which is my boy Mitty Man's track. He loved Jumping for Joy. Like I say, when I did that, man, I thought about David. I thought about Mitty Man as I laid that track, because we should all be full of joy. But people are letting people, well, I don't even like to say it like that, because if somebody stole your joy to me, you ain't have none in the first place. Because how can the world steal something that God gave you? That's why I don't walk around talking about the devil done stole my joy and then I got to get this back. The devil took it. Let me tell you something. If the devil took anything from me, the hell with the devil. Let him have it. He can keep it, because I want something new. But my other favorite one is track 11, Giving It All Over to Jesus. He'll make everything all right. Now, a lot of y'all already remember track 12, which was Without God, because I wrote Without God probably about 11 years ago. And that's just almost the close of the CD, because then the next track is the outro, which is track number 13. I'm just saying I'm thankful. And that just covered up, because after I got through with all those tracks, I wanted to title the last track, I'm Thankful, and because I'm grateful and I'm thankful, you know, for everything that God has done. I couldn't give a shout out to everybody's name in track number 13, so I tried to just, you know, recognize my brothers, but it was so many people's name I wanted to call out, but I would have needed 100 more CDs to do that. So with that being said, I just want to just talk a little bit on the CD, giving it all back to God. I got to get out of here, y'all. So y'all keep me lifted up as well as I pray for y'all. And like many man say, whatever you're getting and whatever you're getting into, if God is not in it, it's best you come on out of it. I love when many man say that. And then I'm going to come back with my little saying to close in this video. If you can't push, pull. And if you're not going to pull, just get on out of the way and let somebody else that want to push and pull come on in, because you're not doing them but just taking up space. So with that being said, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Take care and be safe out here, man, because there's a lot going on. And like I said, I'll keep y'all lifted up in prayer. And we just going to thank God and give him the glory. And we're going to close this video on out and say peace and love everybody. God bless.